And in this particular lecture, we will be going through the introduction of meta ads and the basic foundation of it. And to start off, the first thing we're going to talk about is what are meta ads and literally how do they work. So in short, what are meta ads and how do they actually work? An example of ads, a meta ad in real life, in a real life play, is so as you can see right here, right now, I'm scrolling through Facebook and my feed, and there's a bunch of stuff in here, a bunch of random stuff, and the further you scroll, eventually you'll come across a sponsored post. I'm sure you've seen those if you've ever scrolled through your own Instagram or your own Facebook, and that is what a meta ad is. That's running ads. Anytime you ever see something sponsored, that's exactly what it is. And it's people paying and spending money to put these ads in front of you and put these posts in front of you. It's what you would call paid traffic. And paid traffic is traffic you pay for, which is the opposite of organic traffic, which is free and usually more to do with going viral and that type of thing. But that is basically, in short, what meta ads are: is paid traffic that will show up on people's feeds, whether that's Facebook or Instagram or WhatsApp or etc. That is basically what ads are and how they work in short. Now, if you've never had any experience with ads of any sort, you may be wondering, well, how do I, even access the ads? How do I even get started on this? Like, where do I even, where's the front door? So obviously, you need to have a Facebook page or a Facebook account, as you can see right here that I'm in. And then you need to be part of either your own page that like you've created or pages that someone else has added you to that are already in existence. Um, and then from there, you will head into your menu. And one thing to keep in mind is at the time of filming this course for you guys, it's early October 2022. Facebook does change very frequently in terms of their user interface and like how they align things. So it may look a little different by the time you're viewing this video, but like it's the same principles every time. It's usually just a little different. But for right now, you'll head into your menu and then you'll click add right here, and then it'll load up and launch your ad manager. Now, yours won't look like mine if this is your first time because I've ran so many ads and I've been part of so many ad accounts and I am part of so many ad accounts currently. So you'll initially have to set that up and set that up for whatever you're trying to do and learn from this, or just practice to follow along with while you're taking this course. But that's how you get to the actual back end of the ads. And then from in here, there's obviously a lot more we're going to go over, but this is where you kind of begin all this. So like I said, you need a Facebook account to be attached to a Facebook page of some kind, whether you made it or someone else did. And then you actually just have to go into the literal ads and set up your basic ad account. And then from there, we're kind of ready to dive into this. The only other thing I'm going to talk about in this lecture is just a little bit more about what you can expect to take away from all this in this course and what's the goal and what we're even doing here. So we're going to go through everything. So I have been running ads for many, many years now and have managed many, many millions in ad spend and have ran brand ads for some of the biggest brands in the world, some of the smallest brands in the world, and everything in between, and every kind of sector you could imagine. And we're going to be going through how you can use ads, like the things you can do with them and use them for, from getting sales online to generating leads to growing social media pages with real followers, like massively, all that kind of stuff. And then also talking about like what's outside of ads, because a huge part of making ads successful from my experience has always been ads are only half the battle. The other half of the battle is where you send this traffic and how you utilize this traffic and all that kind of stuff. And we'll dive into all that. And then we'll also talk about the pixels and their value and how you can use them to make your ads more successful. and retargeting and how that plays a role into everything, to how the creatives matter and the social proof. There's a lot we're going to go over. By the end of this course, you will be able to fully set up ads and make them actually perform and make some ads that do something and actually garner metrics that are worth having. Um, so that's the basic outline. The only other thing I wanted to kind of quickly go over in this class, or in this lecture, excuse me, is what type of ads there are, and we're going to be going over in Facebook and Instagram ads or meta ads. So I'll show you some examples real quickly here on my screen. Um, so when you're creating a new campaign, because basically the ad structure goes campaigns, ad sets, and ads, and we'll dive into all of that. But when you're creating a new campaign, you have to choose campaign objectives. And now these have changed over the years of Facebook ads, because I've been doing Facebook's ads since early 2014. So obviously they've changed immensely, but the concept's always the same. So at this time, the primary objectives you can choose for your campaigns are awareness ads, traffic ads, engagement ads, lead ads, app promotion ads, and sales ads. Now we will go through each of these, their purposes, how to use them, and like the values of them and when you use them and stuff. Because as someone who's ran a lot of ads successfully, uh, not one strategy fits all. Usually it's a mixture of strategies that you have to combine for your specific situation. But that's something I'm going to teach you how to do, and we're definitely going to go over is, well, how do you know what you need in your situation? That's stuff we're going to go over. So this is the end